Nacht, Untoten, the true origins of COD Zombies, which would be the seed and backbone of an established game mode which is evolving and changing every day. This map might seem basic to the eyes, but there are many secrets behind this map. Now let's go 16 years back in time to the first ever Call of Duty Zombies map. Now before we get into this map, we need to talk about the game it's on, World at War. A game released in 2008 and no one was expecting any type of new game mode or anything zombies. It was then later on, after you beat the campaign of World at War, something strange would start to begin. Now imagine finishing the campaign late at night, not expecting anything, and this cutscene starts to play, and then all of a sudden you are spawned in this unfamiliar territory, not knowing what is to come next. Now me personally, I already know my younger self would have absolutely shit his pants, but this would be the beginning of a new game mode called Zombies that was not even marketed until after the game was released, and it would actually have a huge success as there was nothing like it. Surviving endless waves of the undead is something that you wouldn't have expected from a Call of Duty game at that time. It was so game changing and felt so fresh to play as there would be so much replayability to try to get to the highest round possible. Now let's actually talk about what this map has to offer. Now this map is set on an abandoned airfield and you play as 4 unknown soldiers. Now obviously for it being the first map, it is very bare bones compared to what would come in the future. This map in total has 3 rooms. You got the starting room, then the help room, which has the mystery box where you could get a random weapon, and this would also be the origins of a gambling addiction. And then lastly you have the upstairs. Like I said, this map is very bare bones, no perks, no pack-a-punch. All you have is a gun and a dream. There is not much to it. All you gotta do is get a weapon and survive, but over time, people would soon discover some things on this map, like the ray gun from the mystery box. One of the most iconic weapons of all time, the ray gun would technically be the first ever wonder weapon that we would ever get, and would soon be a staple to zombies, as is on every single Ether Zombies map. Now this gun basically shoots out these ray bullets. Actually, what am I even doing? Why am I even explaining this gun to you? Everyone knows what this gun does and how it works, but this would actually be the beginning of a new torture device to not reviving your teammates with this gun.
Oh, yo, revive me. I have the ray gun, man. I got the ray gun, dude. I got the ray gun. Come on, man. Come on. Tap it, dude. Tap it. Come on, boys. Come on. I need a revive here, dude. I need a revive. Give it a tap, my friend. Give it a tap. Give it a tap. Give it a tap, dude. Give it a tap. Come on, boys. Give it a tap, man. Oh.
Now over time, people would think there would be so much more to this map, like a hidden cabinet with a sniper. It's nothing crazy, but it is a cool little hidden wall buy on the map. You then can find a quote on the wall like saying "Ascend from darkness," which I don't think anyone knew what that really was indicating or what it meant. But then people would take things farther, like if you got to round 100, you would fight a Hitler boss. Yes, I'm being serious. People actually thought that if you got to round 100, there would be a secret boss fight, and it being freaking Adolf Hitler. But people actually thought this would be real because getting to round 100 seemed impossible, as not many people knew the strategy of getting to high rounds, as no one knew about anything. Everything was so new to everyone. And on top of the fact that all you have is a mystery box and no perks and no pack-a-punch, so it was probably one of the hardest things in the game to do. The strat back in the day, people would actually try to keep up the barricades up and keep the zombies out, which is so different to how people play today. And some would camp at the top as another way of surviving, but believe it or not, there ended up not being a Hitler boss at round 100, which is very, very disappointing. Now people would also try even more hidden secrets, like a way to get the ray gun every single time from the mystery box, and this would even start a trend that is still going on to this day. Now I also want to talk about how much influence this map has brought to Call of Duty. This map has been used and seen 7 times in Zombies. The original in World at War, the remaster in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 in Transit, and in BO3 it's on Revelations and its remaster of Zombie Chronicles, and in Cold War it's in Die Maschine and in Forsaken. There has only been one game where we haven't seen Nacht and Untoten in, and that is Black Ops 4 Zombies. It is honestly insane how many times this map has made an appearance, which is why I think this map is the most iconic and recognizable map. I'll go as far as to say that I even think this map is more iconic than Kino der Toten, which is probably a super hot take that I'm probably going to get some hate for. But if you really think about it, we don't ever see Kino in any other Zombies maps, and you don't have Kino without Nacht and Untoten. There is so much nostalgia to this simple, broken down building, and believe it or not, this game mode wasn't even supposed to be a thing. It was a little side project made by a dev and then would be added as a little Easter egg for those that beat the campaign, and that would be the beginning of something special. Now I actually kind of want to quickly talk about the remaster versions on BO1 and BO3, as these remasters have some pretty big changes. Like the one on BO1 has the Thunder Gun in the mystery box now, and also has the addition of Mule Kick in the starting room. But the one remaster with the biggest changes is the one on BO3. This version feels completely different to the rest for two reasons why. One, it has the Wonder Fizz machine so you can get any perk you want. And two, it has the Gobble Gum machine, so there is a way to get a Pack Punch weapon with an ammo mod as well, and also a way to get every single perk in the game with Perkaholic. With these changes, it makes the map play super different and makes it 10 times easier than it was before. But a big problem I have with this map on BO3 is that the early rounds feel super slow for some reason. But I will say I enjoy the BO3 version of Nacht the most though. Nacht der Untoten, the true origins of a spectacle game mode. Without this map, we wouldn't have zombies, and without zombies, you wouldn't have the amazing maps like Der Reese, Kino, Mob of the Dead, Origins, Shadows, Der Eisendrache, and many, many more. And without those maps, we wouldn't have all those special memories of all your friends surviving together, and the moments from the community and all the special contributions to the real world. This game changed my life and many others out there, and it all roots back to this map.